Yeah.
I didn't got that.
I just hope I have sound today.
All right, we got a quorum. We'll call the meeting to order. Take a motion to approve the agenda in the minutes.
I make a motion to approve the agenda in minutes.
I will second that motion.
Moved and seconded. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Both same sign, motion will carry. Rich, are you on?
I'm here. How are you?
How are you?
I'm good. Good. I think we're on the mend over here already, so that's good. Haven't had a chance to talk to anybody in the crew or anything, so there's not much of an update there. Just kind of stick around to see if you have any questions or listen to see what's going on.
I don't think I got any.
I'll try to get those estimates to you guys next week for that TIF stuff, AJ, like we had talked about.
Okay, sounds good.
Other than that, I'll just hang out here and listen and see what you got going on.
Right. Sounds good. Thanks, Rich.
Yep.
Is there any drainage
Claims.
claims?
A motion to approve the drainage claims.
I second that motion.
Been moved in second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion.
The other thing we're doing, maybe we'll reach out to Jacob next week and see when we need to start lining up the other
The rest
hearings. Yeah.
Okay,
the rest of the hearings.
To get as much of 13 and 46 wrapped up first,
yeah,
because they need to stop paying interest if they want to stop paying interest.
Jacob mentioned a little work that was needed done out there. Was he gonna?
We
contact-
did,
Get a hold of somebody?
Russ reached out to Jim Kroll for us,
Okay,
and he said, I think it wasn't that bad right
Bad.
now because it's been dry there.
yeah,
So he was just gonna watch it.
okay, because I know it was like last spring you talked about it, so.
Something that slept off over
Yeah,
there.
The other thing we gotta talk about is, I gotta call into John Rosengren and, DD 21 West Main. I don't know if seeding ever happened, and now the person who was gonna do the report can't do the report. So I'm reaching back out to John to see what our option is, and fortunately, we're not as close to snow as we were last year when we were scrambling to do the report, but if the maintenance doesn't happen, I don't know if they're gonna sign off on us. Cause I think there was supposed to be some seating there too, and
yeah, some.
Yeah.
Overseas or something.
Well, they wanted that, there was a certain grass in there, they wanted that
Yeah,
gone,
probably.
reseeded.
They wanted it gone and they wanted something else.
Wanted to reseed, yeah, it was some grass, just a couple spotty areas.
Okay.
And then I thought there was some sloughing there. And then they were gonna do some work across the street on Garnis's where it comes through.
I was thinking, the sloughing
Elliot
was on
was
the creek, wasn't Elliot out there and did
I
some work?
thought he was gonna be out there. Cause
I think so.
he met out there, Elliot met out there with somebody.
Yeah.
I'm assuming it might have been John or Jacob or somebody.
Yeah. So I-
To fix some sloughing or something up on the north end. And
Sloughing
then while
there
they
and
were
put in some more
there,
riprap or
they would
something.
put riprap in right where it comes under the road at Garnis's there.
If he's
'cause-
been out there, it's probably been done.
Okay.
Just probably hasn't built it.
Yeah,
well, and then we need a report.
yeah, either way, we still gotta get that report done. 'cause-
Yep.
So I'm talking to John to see if we can just hire them to do it and
Right.
get it over with.
Right.
Okay.
And then they at least have some time to get pictures and stuff and
Mm,
If they're out
But
there,
we still got some seating left to do.
possibly. Yeah.
Possibly, yeah.
Well, and that would probably be about this time. of year to do it.
And I don't know if it's been mowed or if it needs to get mowed or it doesn't.
I haven't been
drove
by there.
It doesn't, I didn't think it looked as bad as it usually does, but I
Yeah,
don't
well,
know what I'm looking
The
at.
grasses and stuff should be taking care of the weed control here pretty quick. I
On
don't know.
top, it looks
Okay,
managed.
okay. Maybe they mowed it.
I don't think who would mow it unless they
That's one of
were,
the guys did, farmers did, you
I don't think.
know. I
They've all
doubt
got the equipment to do it, but nobody seemed enthused about doing it when we
No.
talked. to
They
them
would
about
be
it.
reimbursed for it. I mean, it's part of
Yeah, I know.
it could be. Okay, no, it's tough to keep.
Yeah, it says like your hat, Rosemary says.
Okay, claims. We get a chance to look at those.
Yes,
Any questions? Concerns? Okay, take a motion to approve the claims.
I'll make a motion to approve the claims.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
Moving second, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, same sign, motion carries.
And here's one for payroll too.
Motion to approve the payroll claims.
Is there a second?
I'll second it.
Moved and seconded. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, pose same sign. Motion will carry. All right, payroll eligibility or verifications? Any
Oh,
liquor?
report, you skip over.
Skip reports, okay.
That's
You
the
got more?
important one. That's money coming back.
All
I
right,
was ready for that.
2209.
Clerk report.
Clerk court. Yep.
A motion to accept the clerk report.
Is there a second?
I'll second it.
Moved and seconded. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all's in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Both same sign, motion carried. All right. So, folks, payroll.
No tax abate, no liquor license, no
Tax,
tax abatement this
none.
time. I'll get those next time.
Anything?
I don't know how to say his name, but Indigo Family Farms.
Oh, yeah.
Who is it?
Ernie's Farm.
That's over here. isn't it?
It's Jan.
Yep.
Can you say that one?
Nope.
Okay.
That'll be-
Mizuski?
I'm not gonna butcher it, so.
Where's that?
There, I
at?
butchered it.
That went up by you.
Ernie's Farm, it's, you know exactly where it's at, you said?
No,
Is it closer to like Fertile?
Oh, this is the
Yeah,
one,
this is-
yeah, this is the one down by, on Indigo. This is down on, by Houndtown, by, south of Marcana.
Oh, okay. Let me get over here.
Yeah, and Peters, Brad Peters.
Burger or something there?
Yeah, Brad Peters. Used to,
down by Joyce.
yeah, that's gotta be the one.
A motion to acknowledge the.
International Farm. Is there a second?
I'll second that.
Then moved and seconded. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Uh,
All same time, motion carried. Okay. Interfund transfer resolution.
Okay. Okay, and the budget last week, was it just last week?
Yeah, last week or week.
Part of that was, taking 272,538.94, bumping up the IT budget because I used money from there because they had enough room at the time to, take money out for the ARP fund for the locks and cameras and all that stuff. So what I'm doing is putting, taking it out of the ARP fund where it should have came in the first place and transferring to the general fund, so that money is back in there.
Okay. All right. So I will take a motion to approve the inter-fund transfer resolution 2022-09-19.
I'll motion to approve the interfund transfer resolution.
Is there a second?
I'll second it.
Been moved and seconded. Any further discussion? Hearing none, we'll do a roll call vote. Lowberg,
Aye.
Stone,
Aye.
Smithy, aye. Motion will carry.
Okay, the next one is that little bit of opioid money is gonna make so much extra work, I think. I don't, is it just one installment or is there gonna be more? Cause it was only like $6,400.
Yeah,
And I have this check sitting that I need to get in.
Oh, so we already got
something.
a
Yeah,
check.
we have a check. So I need a fund to put it in because they need the state or whoever needs to know where
Mhm.
it's at and what it's being used for and everything else. So we're doing a new fund.
okay.
I think there's more coming.
I have no.
I haven't paid attention lately. I've been
The
seeing
last time I
emails.
read it, we were getting more than that.
Yeah.
But-
coming.
But then we'll have to figure, somebody's gonna have to figure out how to spend it between you and public health, I'm guessing.
That's what I would say.
That's what I'd say.
And that's what it is.
Or maybe you can just leave it with the dare money.
Okay.
No,
So
sorry, bad
No,
joke.
no, no, no.
There's some way to use it.
We gotta put it in a fund
so
someplace.
you gotta get it safely tucked away. Okay, resolution. I'll take a motion to approve resolution for the opioid money. So
Make that a
22.
motion.
Yeah, is there a second?
I'll second it.
Been moved and seconded. Any further discussion? Hearing none. Roll call vote, Lowberg,
Aye.
Stone.
Aye.
Smithy, aye. Motion will carry.
That just helps with my housekeeping.
Mhm. No, we like us to
The auditor's happy, state auditors.
keep the externals happy.
Yeah.
Melissa,
Oh, one
Oh, we got
more.
One more?
another one.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Time
There
out,
is one
Melissa.
more.
Okay, one more. This
I
is
missed
to
that.
set the hearing for the urban renewal plan
Gotcha.
and map amendments.
Okay. Had we set the date, didn't we?
Seven.
No, this is setting that it,
Yeah,
yeah,
This is
That will
seven.
be for the 17th.
yeah.
We have to have it done by then, right?
Yes.
The way I read Jeff's email.
It
Yes.
will be on October 17th, 2022.
All right. I'll take a motion to approve the resolution.
And what do you, what do you want to have for
want it.
time, like 9:30?
That's
I would say, yeah.
Okay.
9:35.
I'd always 9 or 9:30, either one works, don't
Yeah.
Okay,
I'll motion to approve the resolution, setting a date for the public hearing on the urban renewal plan.
it? Is there a second?
I'll second
and
that.
map.
Then Matt.
And so I moved in second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, roll call vote. Goldberg,
Aye.
Stone,
Aye.
it's maybe aye. Motion will carry.
Now I'm done with resolutions.
Okay, we're done with resolutions. Sorry.
No
I saw the
problem.
first two and I missed the one. Okay, Melissa. Sorry.
No problem. Two things. Future Ready Iowa opened a childcare grant opportunity. It's the second round. The applications are due October 17th. This is for the businesses in the area are the applicant, and it is to incentivize additional business engagement in childcare. There's a lot more to the grant, but if anybody is interested, just shoot me an email and I can send you some more information.
You reached out to the new one here in Northwood, so they know. I'm sure they're aware of it, I would hope, but
Yep, it's actually, this is for like a business. So like, say, I'm just going to use ADA for an example. ADA has a number of
I got you.
employees that need childcare. ADA applies for this grant.
okay.
Also, the Catalyst grant is currently open. Pre-applications are due in January 27th, with a full app due in April, award to be announced in June. I'm going to a workshop tomorrow in Allison to go over just to refresh the criteria for the grant application. And then that way I am able to assist anybody that would like to apply for the grant. And then today I have a phone call at 3 o'clock with Iowa Economic Development Authority to discuss the IPQ for Ready Fuels. So AJ, did you want to join in on that, or
What time is that?
3 o'clock?
Yeah, is it just a phone call or Zoom or?
I think so. I'll have to call Elena. She had reached out or whatever. I did send you the full IPQ that Ready Fuels had filled out. So
Yeah.
I think they'll be ready to address the Board of Supervisors regarding incentives.
Higher quality jobs, right?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, let me know for sure and I should be able to attend that one.
All right, I think that's about it for me.
Sounds good. Thanks, Melissa.
Thank you.
bet.
Thank you.
All right, there's no Chris today, so department heads. Anything?
I got a hold of this.
All right. Let her rip.
Some of it's just informational. If you haven't already heard or seen, the 1133rd is gonna be loading out a bunch of vehicles out of the Manly terminal area. For their deployment over in Europe. We have been in contact with them, talking back and forth the last month. We do have a plan in place. So you will see an increase if you get asked on what's happening down there. That's what's going on. They're sending their vehicles out by rail. The fire inspection, we did get that done, so that's all been sent in to the jail inspector. So I'm just waiting on Delbert to get his paperwork done for our final blessing on the jail. There was a meeting on Friday with Verkada about where we're going. I was unable to attend. I got called away on an incident, so I don't know if Jackie wants to give an update on that.
We just talked about timeframes and just the logistics of things, and they're gonna, I think the goal is to start mid-October, but shoot for the smaller buildings first before they come to the courthouse, because Joel is kind of, if Joel has to be the go-to person, which he's the only one that knows about this project at this point, and we don't have a new IT person yet, so he's pretty tied up in October, so that hopefully buys some time so that he can be around, and I'm guessing the courthouse would be closer to the beginning of November. I'm not,
They'll
that's
start
about it so
public
far.
health and treasurer.
Treasurer and, yeah. That's the goal.
Wednesday, Marilyn and I will be gone down to New Hampton. We're doing some Motorola training down there, so Jesse and my other suits will be in charge up here. That's pretty much what I have.
Okay. Anybody else? All right. Supervisor Weekly.
I had Partners for Children this week, and we kind of went through the hiring process again for a coordinator. We're having trouble like everybody else in America getting people. Can't find a coordinator to run it. And then we went through the financials of what money had been spent so far. A lot of it hadn't been turned in yet. It's the end, like July and August is kind of tough when it comes to school systems to turn stuff in. And the other thing that I had was the second judicial district. John Scholl is the new manager down at BJ Clark. And then we had a Joel Danielson go through most of the grants that had happened since July of 20 for stuff like 351,000 they got for Tech to Connect, which ended up being, they got 170 tablets and the services involved with them to communicate with individuals. And then with the rural Tech to Connect money of 292,000, they got 3 new treatment staff, which is good. And now that Marshalltown and Fort Dodge have kind of got up to date, that's going to be moving to BJ Clark up here. So, but they came under budget by 253,000. They already figured they were going to be 88,000. So our carryover in FY23 is $342,000, which is pretty good. But that's all I had.
I had NICOG Monday night, pretty quiet meeting, actually, just catching up on all the financial stuff. They had with all the extra monies this year, they were, for the fiscal year, I think they were about a $600,000 surplus. With all the extra funding that the federal government was giving out, so that was kind of nice. They're looking for an operations manager, transit operations manager. She has been there 17 years and decided to step away. So anybody's into the transportation business or
I saw that.
wants to help assist with that,
Yeah.
send them down to NICOG because they need help. So a lot of things are going really good down there. And then I met with Farm Bureau. They're meeting Thursday night. Being them up for election this year. They had asked to stop by and talk. So had a good conversation with them. Just on what's going on in the rural areas and that kind of stuff. So I kind of enjoy talking to those guys because I learned some, they learned some, and it works out pretty good. So that's all I have.
The only thing I had, I was asked to become a member of the Worth County Beautification Board. So we had a meeting on Friday. I said yes. Yeah. What's that?
Who stepped off?
Can't remember who was just I forget now.
Oh, I suppose, David Lawyer, was David Lawyer? still
Yeah.
on there?
Yeah,
Yeah.
was
He
kind
might
of
have
wanted
been
somebody to
one of the-
represent the western part of the county, and then actually got supervisor on the board, so they appreciated it. I can kind of fill both those areas there, just one of the financials, things like that. They also are gonna have a couple of the board members maybe speak at the trustee meeting here coming up, or if it was already, I can't remember if it was Thursday or when it was, but it's coming up, I believe. Just a suggestion that they're willing to work with at least 2 of the rural cemeteries each year. They've done a couple already. I think Deer Creek is one where they put up a nice big gazebo with a board inside. So if you want to come look for a lost relative that you're looking for, it's all laid out. They got a nice map that they've kind of developed. And Myra is one of the ones doing a lot of that. So she was maybe going to be coming and speaking to the trustees, explaining this a little bit. And already got kind of a nice system set up that they've had a contractor build a couple of these, and they would basically be the grant writer, I think, to help out the trustees, say like the Bristol trustees or in the Fertile Township or something, if they have And hopefully we, keep those cemeteries active and funded without being turned over to the county, so.
Is that something that could be hooked up into the website or?
I think it probably could be, I
Because we
don't
do
know if
have a
they,
spot for cemeteries now.
Okay.
If there's any,
I'd have to talk to Mara, I don't know what she's,
Okay.
I know she did spend a lot of time at the Deer Creek one, and she
Mhm.
explained how that all worked out, and, like I say, I know when we did the one out of Bristol years ago, we did that big stone when I was a trustee, but that just lists names.
Mhm.
If you really wanted to go to the site, it's not by lot 1, 2, 3, or 4, whatever. But yeah, they're gonna be presenting that to kind of try to help out and facilitate that, so that's all I have, I guess, so. All right, anything else? Go to the cause.
We have one more item on there. Supervisor Association survey.
Oh, yeah.
That's just,
Oh, yeah, that was,
You were
were working on that.
right.
well,
There's
Sorry.
that one, number 8, that you guys have to decide
just
what
have
you
to-
wanna
yeah.
respond.
Question number 8 on the survey asks for the opinion of your board as supervisors as a body. Otherwise, you can fill out all the rest of it if you want to. And basically it just boils down to the fact of we're signing a petition to have ISAC intervene in the pipeline discussions. And then they get back to us with information. That's the way I read
what
the
they're
email.
For, is to
Yeah.
represent us in those situations, so and we can make a motion if we need to, in my opinion is yes.
Yeah, in
And
my
they're just
opinion, it's
supposed to
yes too.
streamline things, aren't they?
Yeah, I mean, it's a whole lot simpler in each one of our individual 99 county boards trying to go to talk to these people.
Yeah.
Yep.
And,
So I'm
whether
all
you're.
For
whether
this thing of getting,
Yeah,
yeah, just go ahead and do
it
what
has
you're supposed
nothing
to
to
be
do
doing.
with, I'm in favor of the pipeline or I'm against it, it's,
Right.
they're gonna be in there. It's-
Yeah, this,
They're gathering information for us.
To make that decision, so,
They
or,
have the contacts
or help
so,
and the
get
resources.
ideas if it is coming through your county. I know, there's a lot of situations, if it's coming through your county, it's more than likely gonna happen, but it's gives you an opportunity, like do things with drainage or, maybe protect certain things that you can protect or whatever, but
Right.
And there are counties that have done resolutions already that
yeah.
that
Well,
are
that's-
going through, but you wouldn't have to do that at this point. since they're
Not at this point, but he said to
effective.
get it done ahead of time would be one thing.
yeah, you brought that up last week about getting this, who was it that told us that?
John Talbot
John
came
Talbot,
and talked to
that's
us
right.
about it.
Torbert,
How do you say it?
Torbert,
Torbert, okay,
yeah, from
I
IDDA
got it.
probably,
yeah,
yeah.
So that's something we have to put on the agenda too, to get done, we should.
yeah, because they actually
Do
have a
what he told us.
template, I think, that's
Yeah.
already in place for some of the counties that it would be going through. So
Iowa Drainage District does, I'm
Yeah.
sure. Yeah.
he just said it's better to do it ahead of time than after the fact that here they come.
Mhm.
And we're behind.
Yeah, it doesn't necessarily stop things, but you have a position in place that would help any drainage situation, so.
Yeah, usually they intervene on this stuff already, but they want to petition this time to. And one of the things on there was it asked for the opinion of your board of supervisors of the body, so.
Apparently never got on the discussion list in the past, this past year or so. I think they're just
Yeah.
getting that position that they're gonna be involved in it, which is,
I thought I'd go in and fill out the survey, so.
if you're going to
Yeah.
fill it out, I'd say, yeah, we
Yep.
say yes.
Because yeah, you guys got this, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
I briefed over it. I hate to say it, we're not a county that's affected by it
No, we're
right
not.
now. We could
We
be.
could be down the road, so that's why I wanna, if they can give me feedback on what's going on, then I don't have to.
Yeah.
So,
I'll try to find that resolution, and if you guys have seen it, shoot it my way.
Was there a resolution? I don't know.
I didn't see one.
I mean, the one. with
I just
Torbert
went-
that you're
Oh,
talking
we've
about.
never seen it. He just
Okay.
mentioned it.
Okay.
Yeah, it
I
was
don't know if
just
we
what he
reach
said
out
that
to him
day.
and-
I've seen what other counties have done, but
Okay.
I haven't, like you said.
Pretty sure they kind of, the way it sounded when he was here that day, they developed the resolution or wording that we could adopt and just put basically Worth County in there, so.
I just remember him mentioning it and saying we should get it done.
Yeah. So we just reached out to him.
Sounds good to me.
Is there anything else then?
Agenda, your
It's been-
site survey.
Yeah,
Got that on?
Yep.
I'll put in,
I sent her a message right away. and she
yeah, I'll
asked if-
send that out,
I-
or I'll post it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And anything else? Anything that Melissa sent is later out, so I didn't
Yeah,
put it on
Right.
yet, but I will, so it's just on there. Cause
Yeah.
it'll be here before we know it too,
Yeah,
stuff in November.
yep, so, yeah.
I'll move to adjourn then.
Is there a second?
I'll second it.
Moving second, any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All same time, motion will carry. Thanks, everyone.